Hi guys, this is Alison Pryor. Just going to get ready now to finish off this painting, this lighthouse painting. And while I was doing that painting, I was trying some other things to get some ideas on what to do. So I did this painting here. It's not finished. I'm just puttering around with it. I added a few little hills and just did a few things a little differently. So these here, we're going to do those now. And we're going to add a few little birds, and we'll see what else we'll come up with. And we'll finish this painting off in this lesson here. And so you can do your paintings, add things that you want, any flowers or extra rocks or anything you want to do, you can certainly do it. So now to do those nice little bushes behind here, all you need is a flat brush, your flat brush. And I just put some colors that I thought I would need on my palette. So first of all, we'll start off with a really dark color, with background color. And we'll put black together and some green. We'll just tap into it. Tap, 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 tap. That's all you got to do. And let's put some bushes in here just to get something started. And I'm not pushing very hard because I want to get those separations there to give it more of a realistic look of bushes and maybe some larger trees or something there. So just touch, 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 tap, 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 bang, 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 bang. There we go. Good. Don't worry about that there, will be. So just tap, 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 tap. Good. Now just at least all we're looking for right now is a shape, okay? And that's all we're looking for. Now while we're waiting for that to dry a little bit, because where's black and you're trying to put some nice bright colors on top of it, you want to let it dry. So I'll just explain something for you. When we did sky with the yellow and the white and the blue, that was called wet on wet. And when we want something to dry, like these bushes here, you can't, it's black paint, so if you try to put the light color over it, it'll blend and it'll take the nice bright color away. So now we're going to work, when this dries, we'll be working wet paint on dry paint, okay? So just a few little tips there, in case you're not sure about that stuff yet. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm waiting for this, I'm just going to add a few little birds. And they're very simple. You just take a little liner brush, and just a small brush with, you know, round, something nice and small, okay? And you just take that, dip it in your water to make it a little bit wet, and then put, we'll put some black, just some black, and make a couple little birds. It's just a matter of making an upside down V, okay? So have one, and then we'll have a couple, and usually they fly around. They like to fly around the lighthouse. So we'll make a couple of small ones. The smaller they are, the further away they look. Okay. So just a couple little ones there. And just to brighten them up a little bit, just put a bit of white on the tip here, and on the tip here, and here, and here. Don't have to be a lot, just enough to give it a bit of a different look. There we go. Just tap, tap, just anywhere at all, because they're so far away. It's just an illusion. Painting is just an illusion. So that's all you need to get shapes, fill them in with color, and you create this beautiful illusion. So let's just do a couple of little highlights where we need them. So we'll put a little bit of white next to the windows. That'll brighten them up a little bit. Next to the windows now, not inside the windows, but next to the door. That'll set them back a little bit. Just trying to give it a little bit of a extra punch, that's all. Lots of places you can give extra punch. I don't want to fool around with this too much because I want this to be the last video, and I just want to be able to get a few things done for you. I'll just add a little bit of light on the edge here just because the sun might be shining on it. And, like I said, you can put hills back here if you want to. You can put a little sailboat back here if you want to. You can put a whale's tail there if you want to. So, while we're waiting for this, let's see, we get a few more waves down here, a little bit of action going on down here. So, because it's closer to shore and it's banging up against the rocks, so it must be moving. The water must be moving. So take a bit of blue, and a bit of white. Okay, more white than blue. And what you're going to do is you are going to just bring in some more white in here under the rocks. Start under the rocks first. That way you can decide if you like what you see. Okay. Alrighty then. Now I'm finding that a bit too white, so I'm going to add more blue. So you just experiment too. Don't be afraid, because you can always go over it, like I told you. You can always go back over it with your darker colors. And oh, that looks nice. Okay. So just continue going back and forth with some white and some blue. You can even add a little bit of green if you like, because that's what we had there before. Alright, so you got some greens and whites. Alright. So I'm not going to fuss with this too much, because I really want to, you know, for you guys to get this finished so we can move on to another one. And I think the next video I had requests for snow, a snow scene. So that would be fun to do. Okay, so just making a bit of water move around a little bit here now. So we'll just get a little bit under here. Okay, we'll just... It's great that my hand shakes, but sometimes it shakes too much. But not because of anything, just because of where I'm standing or anything like that, that's all. Okay, so let's just continue on putting a little bit of water in there and a little bit of movement. That's all we need, is a bit of movement. We don't need a big lot of anything. Okay, so up here, this little wave here, you can take that and just punch a bit of white and a bit of blue and green, doesn't matter, and just punch at it. Punch, 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 and that'll make it look like a little movement of water there. Okay, and up here on the horizon, we can straighten it up with some nice, maybe a little wave coming in or something. So just take your, and just put a little wave in there. That's right. Good. Now you can also play with this water here and put some whites and blues and everything back in there, but I don't want to spend a lot of time at that. I want to get this video, as much in as this video as I can for you, so that you can do whatever you want to do with it. Another thing I like to do for you is get a really small brush, small flat brush. See that? And we can add a few more little rocks. So put black on one side of your brush and white on the other. And then put a few little extra rocks in here. Maybe there's a couple little rocks up here by the lighthouse. Little tiny ones. Little tiny ones. There's probably a little path there somewhere, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. I was thinking about putting a path in, but I decided let's just have some fun with the basics. Okay. I got a few little rocks there, maybe a few extra ones here. A few extra rocks. Put a bit more black on it, it's too white. Black, there we go. That's better. Touch, push, touch, push, touch, push, touch, push, touch, push. Just by doing that, you're getting all these rocks. Look at that. Look. Touch, push, touch, and push. Black on one side, white on the other. Touch, push, little rocks, big rocks. All you do is touch and push a little bit. See, I got all kinds of rocks going on there. Cool. A couple little ones up here. I have rocks anywhere you want them because they're fun to make. and easy too. So I like. Okay, I'll leave that. Now we'll finish the bush. Go back to your flat brush that you used to put your bush on there. Okay? And what I want you to do is, I want you to spread, put in your hand and spread it out so that they're open like that. Okay? And then just dip into some red. Just tap in. Look, I don't have very much on there. And we'll just tap on some little red flowers. Okay? Let's get some green in there too, for some green under the bushes here. Greens. Tap, tap, touch, touch. I'm not pushing really, really hard. I'm just getting the paint off of my... Alright, and then some yellow. Tap it off if there's too much on there. Okay, look, I got all kinds of colors there. Don't worry about it. Just get those colors in there. Look at that. Touch, touch, touch. Push, 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 push. Okay, and some white I think would be nice. That'll brighten it up again. White. Touch, touch. So touch so that it's not big blobs, just these little specks of color coming off. How about a little bit of blue? A little bit of blue. Let's try blue, but I add a bit of white to it, give it nice. Okay. So that's just a few colored bushes along the side there. And throw a couple little flowers over there. Who knows, maybe there's a little flower over there. Put whatever you want in. This is your painting. If you want flowers on top of the lighthouse, it's up to you. Do whatever you want. Have some fun with it. Okay, so I'm just going to play with that there for a second. A little bit of white just to brighten it up. There we go. There we go. Just little bits of this and that. It's all for fun. It's all for a bit of fun. Alright, so then we're just going to take... Now, if you get a little bit of a mess there, we got to clean up the bottoms of it. So that's the normal thing. You're supposed, you know, when you're finished doing part of the painting and you need to clean it up, all you do is go back in with your grass that you did with the fan brush and tap in some grass here. And that will clean up that edge there, see? There we go. You can do anything you want. Anything. Okay. This is your creation. It's not like you've got to do a painting like mine or somebody else's. Use the pictures and use paintings or anything at all for a reference. Just get some ideas, have a look around, and get some ideas, lots of pictures if you have any around. And once you get the techniques of rocks and trees and skies and water and stuff, then you can put your own painting together using your own reference pictures. Okay? And like I said, there's lots of things you can do with it, but I'm not going to do a lot. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to add a little bit more yellow to that part there, so brighten it up a bit. That little bit of water here. So you can add that little tiny speckles of yellow. Just go back a little bit here, a little bit there. I'll just brighten it up a little bit there in the center. That's all. And don't forget to use probably you can use your toothpick trick. Use your toothpick trick to get some sparkles and stuff. So we'll just put a little bit of yellows in there. Alright. That's all we do, see, for a bit of fun. You can even come way down here if you like. That'll give you some, rub it on if you want. If you'd rather rub it on, you can. Very good. And now we are going to take our toothpick. This is the little toothpick trick. And add more dots here. Just to get that little sparkle, that's all. A little sparkle. And that's the end of this video. So you enjoy. Put your more of these in. And more sparkles. You can come all the way down here. And you can do whatever you want with your painting. If you got any questions, just give me a holler. And I'll do anything I can to help you. Because I know you're having fun. I'm getting some nice comments. And I'm getting a lot of people which is very nice, commenting on these videos. And it really makes me happy that I can help in any way at all. Also, you can take your finger and put a bit of paint on it if you like, and just put a little dot in there, like a little bit of a sunshine or something there, just for a bit of fun. So I'm going to call that finished, and I hope you liked it, and I hope it helped. And I'll be doing another video soon, so keep your eyes peeled. Give you a little bit of a closer view to these. Okay. And you can play with your water a bit more if you want. I could spend hours at the water, but I'm just going to leave it as it is for now, okay? I have another painting over here that I did, a lighthouse. And this one here that I was showing you earlier, that I just added a few extras to it. And so that's it. Just moving my camera around so you can see some of the paintings. So I was just playing with that one there to see if I get some ideas for the one I'm teaching you. Okay, so there we go. Alison Pryor signing off, and I will see you again in the next video. Happy painting!